there's a cost that almost no one calculates, because it doesn't appear in your credit card bill, it doesn't arrive by email, and can't be paid in installments. Yet, it's charged silently every day. It's the price of distractions, not the obvious ones, but the seemingly harmless ones. Small pauses that turn into hours. Quick content that drains focus. Empty conversations that occupy mental space. In the end, you wonder why time passed so quickly and why so many important things were left for later. Most people believe they only waste time when they do something wrong. But the biggest time theft happens when you do things that are too neutral. Nothing that seems like a serious mistake. Nothing that generates immediate guilt. Just repeated choices that don't build anything relevant. That's how life slips away. Not in great tragedies, but in small, constant distractions. Have you ever felt like the day ended without anything truly important having been accomplished? You were busy the whole time, but not productive. That's the effect of modern distractions. They don't ask permission. They don't arrive as enemies. They arrive as relief, as rest, as well-deserved entertainment. And that's precisely why they are so dangerous. The human brain is easily trainable. Everything you do frequently becomes standard. When you get used to quick stimuli, immediate rewards, and easy dopamine, deep tasks start to seem burdensome. Focusing is uncomfortable. Silence is uncomfortable. Thinking is uncomfortable. Creating is uncomfortable. And so you spend your life running away from what requires sustained attention. The problem isn't resting. Rest is necessary. The problem is confusing rest with escape. Rest restores. Escape numbs, and numbness charges interest. Because while you're distracted, time keeps passing. The bills keep coming. Opportunities keep passing. Life keeps demanding decisions you're postponing. Distractions also create a dangerous illusion. The feeling of being connected to the world, when in reality you are disconnected from yourself. You know what everyone thinks, opines, posts and comments on, but you no longer know what you want to build. You consume many ideas, but execute few. You watch many success stories, but don't write your own. There comes a point when this starts to weigh on you internally. A strange tiredness, anxieties without a clear reason. A feeling of always being behind, not because you lack ability, but because your attention is too fragmented to sustain anything significant. Attention is directed energy. Where your attention goes, your life either grows or disperses. Those who learn to protect their own attention gain a tremendous advantage, not because they work longer hours, but because they work with presence, while many divide their focus among dozens of stimuli. This person chooses fewer things. The edited lives of others, the more you lose track of your own pace. You start to think you're behind schedule, even when you're on time. You start to doubt your own path, even when you're aligned. And this weakens decisions. It weakens consistency. It weakens identity. There comes a crucial moment when you realize that no one will protect your focus for you. No platform, no person, no system. On the contrary, everything competes for your attention because attention generates profit. And if you... Now some more than some. And depth always beats quantity in the long run. Distractions also fuel comparison. The more you consume, don't consciously decide where to place it. Someone else will decide for you. Reducing distractions isn't about becoming antisocial, radical, or isolated. It's about becoming selective. It's about understanding that not everything deserves an immediate response, that not every notification is urgent, that not every invitation needs to be accepted, that not every opinion needs to be absorbed. It's about acknowledging that your energy is limited and needs to be well. At first, this creates discomfort. You miss the constant stimulation, the noise, the feeling of always doing something. But this discomfort is a sign of detoxification. Gradually, focus returns. The mind slows down. deeper ideas emerge, and tasks that once seemed impossible begin to flow. The silence, which once bothered you, begins to clear. You start to hear your own thoughts better, to notice patterns, to identify what really matters, and this changes your choices. You begin to invest time in what builds you up, not just in what distracts you. And this change, though invisible at first, transforms everything. Most people don't fail because of a lack of talent or opportunity. They fail because of a lack of sustained focus over time. Great results are built through continuous attention applied in the right direction, and that requires sacrifice. It requires giving up immediate pleasures in exchange for something greater in the future. Giving up isn't losing. It's trading. Trading cheap stimulation for real progress. Trading distraction for direction. Trading noise for clarity. And this trade-off is almost never valued socially because it doesn't generate quick stories, but it's what builds freedom. When you protect your attention, you begin to notice how much more time you have. Not because the day has become longer, but because you are more present in it. Less scattered, less reactive, more intentional. And this impacts everything. Work, relationships, decisions, mental health. Perhaps today you feel you have potential, but you can't progress as you'd like. Perhaps you always feel busy, but unfulfilled. Perhaps you know exactly what you should be doing, but you get lost in distractions. If this happens, don't blame yourself too much. The system was designed for this, but the responsibility for getting out of it is yours. Start small. Reduce one stimulus. Create one focused space per day. Choose a clear priority. Set limits. Don't wait for motivation. Create structure. Attention follows the structure you build. In the long run, whoever masters their own attention masters their own life, because they decide where to invest their time, energy, and thoughts. And that is real power, silent, invisible, but extremely effective. Now I want to ask you a direct question. What is the distraction that steals most of your time today? The one you know you should reduce, but haven't yet addressed? Write it in the comments. Bringing this to your awareness already weakens the pattern. If this content made sense to you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also feels they are wasting time on things that don't build anything. Because in the end, it's not the lack of time that destroys dreams. It's the misdirected attention, day after day,